So good morning, America. Well, good afternoon. Anyway, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about like entrepreneurs and small businesses and how they are being affected because they're not being able to make the money and stuff like that. And my thing is that is very true because people who are strictly entrepreneurs or the way they make their money is being stopped, then of course they're gonna come across some type of problem. However, at the same time, this message is not just strictly for that, but overall, people who are entrepreneurs and small businesses. Um, I just want y'all to know that whatever you see in your product or how you value your product is what you value. And never lower your product standards or the price for your product because people don't think that it's valuable of the price that you are asking for. This is my first time actually being able to say that I'm working for myself and all that type of stuff, and I've got a lot of good feedback. And of course, with the good comes the bad. But the thing about success is you determine your own success. No one else's success is yours. If you feel that you are successful, then you are successful. If you feel that you have other ways to become more successful, then there's always other ways. And a lot of times, with the bad and the negative feedback that you do get from is people that are not successful. The bad feedback that you get is people from are not who they are or where they want to be in life. Not trying to send people who are doing good for themselves, people that are happy and content with what's going on in their life. 9 times out of 10, those are the people that you don't get bad feedback from. Of course, some people are just negative people. Some people don't understand that you can be positive without being negative. Some people always want to be positive, but then feel the need to be negative. Some people always want to be negative and then feel the need to be positive. Sometimes you just need that positivity and that's it. So that's just to people who really are having a hard time or saying, okay, well, my product is this and people are saying this. At the end of the day, you do not get successful off of other opinions. Or you take advice and you use it to help you. But you're not going to get successful off of anybody else's opinions, what everybody else, because I think they have to understand your product and your brand is yours. You work for that. Understand that whatever you feel like your product is worth, you always market as that. Um, it comes time in your life you either influence or you affect. And if you can influence people in a good way, just continue to do that because 9 times out of 10 people who see something in you saw it from day one. Getting genuine support from people is hard because a lot of times people are not genuine. And you might get their support, but it's not genuine. And of course, if it's not genuine, you don't want it. But that message is because, matter of fact, to say this, so my mama was saying that she had saw one of my YouTube videos and it was very inspirational. And I was thinking to myself, Mama, I haven't made a YouTube video, so she was just late. But anyway, she was like, it was just very inspirational, and people didn't have that. We didn't have that growing up, and even it's always when somebody speaks, it has to be negative, or it's the negative with the positive, positive with the negative. And I want to do videos or say stuff that's strictly positive, nothing negative. And like I said, people are still going to take what they want from it, but I always understand, believe in yourself. Don't sit there and try to lower your standards or what you think because people feel like it's too expensive or it's this and that. I always understand that you believe in your work and you believe in your product. If you feel like this is what it is worth, don't let somebody come in and tell you that it's not. It doesn't matter what your competition is doing. And that's another thing. People want to say, well, okay, well, basically your competition is doing this, so I can go to them. Okay. If that's what you want to do, tell them that's what they do. You don't have to be negative or rude. Because at the end of the day, people who see something in you or see something in anything that you do, whether you are doing a product or just start another business line or a business plan to offer, when the process to success is not going to come easy. You're gonna have hardships. You're gonna have people that doubt you. You're gonna have sometimes doubting yourself. But I learned that my biggest thing was I wanted to go down the road that God didn't design for me. Therefore, it didn't work. When I felt like I started going down the road that God wanted for me, everything started falling into place as it should. No, it wasn't easy. It wasn't simple, but it came with good grace and good spirit, and it was just like, okay, this is something I'm designed to do. Because people set out on a road and you think that's the road you should go down, when God don't, that's not the road God wants you to go down. Sometimes you have to humble yourself and take a couple steps back and say to yourself, okay, let me let God walk me through this path. Even though I want to go this way, He wants me to go this way, so that's the path that I have to go. Long as every day, every year, every month, you are setting a plan or a goal and you are accomplishing it, then you are successful. I just want people to understand that, because sometimes it's hard. When you are up and doing a small business, it's hard to be an entrepreneur because you have so much negative feedback instead of good feedback. And even people that's in your business, and y'all don't necessarily do the same thing, but either other people that have small business or other entrepreneurs, they don't want to extend a helping hand. It's it's a competition thing, and it's not also okay, we build together. So I always understand that, take the good with the bad with the good. I always try to be a good influence. Be positive without being negative. I also understand, just believe in yourself. And if people don't want to believe in you, it's going to come a time where everybody will, or the right people will. Because sometimes you want certain people to believe in you. Those aren't the right people that you need to have as believers. So your right crowd or the right people are going to come in your life and believe in you. And they're going to, give you that motivation that you need. Like I said, we just don't have, everybody don't have that outlet where it's just a positive zone. It's not a judgment zone. Sometimes people just want to be in a zone where there's no judgment and it's strictly positive, and that's what we need in life, especially at a time like this, because there's so much going on in the world. And so people are being stopped financially because to make their money, they have to deal with the public. And now it's like we can't deal with the public, or it's best interest not to deal with the public. And of course, that's how you make your money. So just always understand that outside of what's going on today, always just believe in yourself, believe in your product, believe in your brand. Understand that your success comes from what you believe in, not what people believe in. Don't let people bad feedback or negative feedback or unsupportiveness hinder you from anything that you're trying to accomplish in life. And I wish everybody the best at this time. And even when we're over this crazy world, because, when a person like me who has been on both sides of the fence, or who I've worked for people, and now that I'm working for myself, I don't just know one situation. I know both sides. And it's like, now that I know that, I'm trying to put that in together to be a better when it comes down to business and everything that in my mind that I'm trying to do. Because a lot of stuff that I'm trying to do that is not out there yet. And it's taking time. But at the same time, like I said, take the good with the bad. Always believe in yourself, believe in your product, believe in your brand. Don't let nobody hinder you from anything that you want to accomplish in life, because you can't accomplish it. Always be positive. Always do things with grace, even though grace and positivity is not always thrown at you. Always understand that what you put out to the world, eventually you will get it back. Everybody have a blessed day. Thank you.